Hello, it's Mary Renee on this day of rest, which every day is a day of rest when we have Jesus in our heart and in our life and in our mind and in our soul, because He gives us peace. And the reason I'm on here right now is because today I seen a poll being done by a fellow YouTuber, and the poll on one of them asked, would you vote for a Jewish president? And then another poll by the same YouTuber, would you vote for a Muslim president? So that got me to thinking, Americans for decades, in their heart of hearts, have truly believed that they have voted for a man of faith as their leader throughout these changes of leaders through history. Because, all one man had to do was invoke the name of God or Jesus and hang out with those who say that they share the gospel. And the people who have been vulnerable, I am just as guilty in the past, to these men whom in our heart of hearts believe to be that a man of faith. We truly in our heart of hearts want a Christian leader. We don't need a tyrant. We don't need a bloodsucker. We don't need people who have different views than we do as believers in our one and only Savior, Jesus. So I just wanted to come on here and say that now is the time for us as Americans to just stop voting. Because these men and women that you hope now, those without faith, are saying that you're a bad person if you would say that, no, you wouldn't vote for them because they're Muslim, or no, you wouldn't vote for them because they are Jew. Well, let's look at it this way. Beliefs are very important in faith. And these men and women whom you would say you would vote for according to other things and not according to their faith, well, you're putting yourself in a dangerous position, because that person has the worldly ways. Here in this country, we did have values at one time, and we understood of being peacemakers. We never wanted war. We allowed leaders who, through this time, slowly have brought us into a position, not myself, I almost got caught up into that position of imperialistic mentality of our way is better than anyway. And that's not the fact. Now, once we stopped seeing Jesus as our Savior and as our guide of who we let be in charge, and letting only those whom we know to have the faith, the way, the belief in our Messiah. And we have lost our way. Now, I think we are just ready to just stop the voting, stop the madness, because 1776 was not when this nation was founded. It is when they took over and created their own little utopian of what they, freedom, 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 freedom. Yeah, all in the name of their liberty God. But true freedom comes with Jesus Christ only. And you know this if you are one of His. And that no man can set you free. nor can a constitution. I could go deeper into this, but I just wanted to put this out there because we as Americans no longer seek a Christian leader, a man of faith, a man of strong faith. Is your church leader a man of faith? Are we trusting men too much? Have you considered that you may be trusting man too much? Have you unlearned all the lies? The first step is admitting that you are wrong. Have a blessed day.